Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a full face of a stranger picks my makeup challenge. So the way I did this was the girl who picked my makeup, she is in a group that I'm a part of on Facebook. It has millions of women in it that do makeup, that love makeup, that talk about makeup. So I've never talked to this girl before in my life. I've never met her, and I was just like, "Hey, you want to pick my makeup?" She's like, "Sure, I'll pick your makeup." So that's how I got here. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and go right into the video. For the primer, she picked the ColourPop All-Star Matte Blurring Primer. If y'all remember anything of when I reviewed ColourPop, you know I am not a fan of this primer. For me personally, because for me, I felt like it was just a little too mattifying for me. It is good, it is hydrating, but I feel like I need to put on extra of it just so that way I can get that extra hydration out of it. But if you really like the matte, wicked matte look, I'd say go for it, you know? And the other thing with this primer, it has a wicked heavy, citrusy, perfumey kind of smell to it. Okay. And for foundation, she picked the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and this is in the shade 00AA Ivory. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of like I've done like the boyfriend picks my makeup challenge, and I'm gonna be honest, this honestly was probably a little more difficult than having my boyfriend pick my makeup, because like this person, like I said, I didn't tell her anything about my skin type or anything like that. I just let her pick whatever makeup she wanted. I sent her pictures from every portion of makeup I have, from primer to eyeshadow. I just let her, pick whatever she wanted to see me do. But it's just like, I feel this is definitely an area where I'm like stepping out of my comfort zone, because I would never let anyone I don't know do my makeup, let alone pick my makeup. So for me, this is definitely stepping out of my comfort zone a lot. But I feel like this definitely gives you a chance to be more creative, because like the person who's picking your makeup could pick stuff that you don't really use that often. And for concealer, she picked a concealer that is not my skin tone, but I threw every bit of makeup I had in there, so I'm not mad at it. But this is the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade light neutral. Just putting it on, you guys can probably tell it's not my skin tone. I got this concealer originally because I wanted to try it. Me and my cousin thought that this was my skin tone, I guess. And we went and got it. I mean, once I blend it out, it's not that bad. But you can definitely tell that it is darker than what my skin is. Yeah, you can tell. It's just like a shade or two darker. You can't really see it in watching it, but if you were here in person, you can definitely tell. But hopefully, the setting powder will brighten it up just a little bit. Okay. Now that we have blended our faces away, I'm going to go in with, for setting powder, we have the ColourPop No Filter setting powder in the shade Translucent. And for this, I am going to go in with my little puff. I feel like this setting powder definitely makes the makeup a lot softer and doesn't make it look so cakey. But this is one of my favorite setting powders right now. I honestly was against setting powder for so long because I felt like any setting powder I tried just made me look more cakey than I was. But then I soon discovered it wasn't the fact that I was using setting powder, it was the fact that I wasn't using setting powders that were good for my skin. But once I figured that out, I started playing with setting powders a little bit more, and I found some that are, good for me. And now I'm just going to take my powder brush just to make sure that everything is blended into the skin and there's no like excess powder hanging around. Okay. And for bronzer, we have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is in the shade 6675 Light Bronzer. I didn't even put anything on the brush before I did that. So there's the bronzer. And for blush, she picked my current favorite blush, which is the Milani Rose Blush in the shade Coral Cove. I've said it before on my channel that right now this is my favorite blush, especially for summer, because it's really nice. You can definitely build it up to have like a nice blush going, or you can just have it like a really natural, not so much blushed look. But this blush itself is wicked good for summer. But I am trying to do just like a little bit more of like a natural full coverage look, just because of the eyeshadow palette that she had picked. Let me stretch out my legs here. Alright. And I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows now. For the brows, she picked the ColourPop Boss Brow Eyebrow Pencil. And this pencil is wicked good if you're someone that does the whole shebang with the brows, and if you like to be very precise with your brows. I usually go for something with a little bit of a chunkier tip, just because that's all I use on my brows is just a pencil. And maybe I'll use like a brow gel once in a while, but I don't really do too much with the brows. And now I am going to go ahead and go into the palette that she had picked out. She picked out the Morphe 3502 Second Nature palette. I know it's dirty. I like to use the hard covers when I use like a foundation that I have to dump out. I've been using this as like a little palette that I can do that with. But yeah, so this is the Second Nature palette from Morphe that I will be using today. It is a wicked good palette if you like neutrals. I just haven't dipped into it because I've been trying to play more around with colors and such. But, so yeah, this is what we're going to do today. I'm just going to take my crease brush from Real Techniques. I'm trying to get that red off. And I'm going to dip into... I'll use you. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the real reason I bought this Second Nature palette when I saw it was because of the red shade in it. That's all I really wanted it for. And I think that it was my first Morphe palette was the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Not like those little ones she came out with, but like the original Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take a darker shade and put it into the crease. I'll go with this nice dark brown cocoa shade. I'm kind of scared right now because I'm using a very dark brown shade. Oh, it's not that bad. And just to make sure that that blends out completely, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a fluffier brush. And I didn't put any shadow on this brush or anything like that. I'm just using it to blend. I'm going to do the same thing on this eye, where I'm going to go in with this fluffy brush again into this nice dark brown cocoa shade. But if you really are in the market for a good palette, I do recommend Morphe or ColourPop, like just to start yourself off if you don't want to spend a dollar right away. Or even Wet n Wild if you're looking for something that's a lot cheaper. Because I have used a Wet n Wild palette before, the Rose in the Air palette, and that palette is actually wicked good. But I am going to try to get in the next couple weeks that new, I guess called the 35S Morphe palette. It's like that cool tone purple palette. I saw that and I needed it in my life, so I am going to try to get it. Okay. And because I always have to do a shimmer shade, because I love my shimmer shades, I'll use this one. Use this one. Alright, so there's that. Here's the finished eye look that I did. And now I am going to... I need my... Where's the eyeliner she picked? She picked the Colorstay eyeliner from Revlon. I dropped it. Yep, the Revlon Colorstay eyeliner. And it is in the shade 204 Charcoal. Essentially, it's supposed to be black. At least I thought that's what it was, but I think it's more on the gray side. We'll find out here in a second. And I know that I don't really use this pencil in my waterline that much. Actually, I haven't really used it that much because I feel like it doesn't give enough pigment for what I want. Usually if I put a liner in my waterline, if it's black, I want it to be like black as my soul black. I know I look goofy right now, I'm sorry. If I line one waterline, I gotta do the other one. Okay. And for mascara, she picked my current favorite mascara, the ColourPop Volumizing Mascara, and it is in the shade Black on Black. Don't mind me sticking my tongue out. Alright, and I forgot to have her pick a lip liner, but I did find a lip liner that goes with the colors of lipsticks that she picked. So I am just going to go ahead and use this one. This is the Kylie Jenner Posse K lip liner. Actually, you know what? Let me use a better mirror so I can get up and close to my face. Okay, so now that I lined my lips, so the look that we're going to be doing today is a little bit of an ombre kind of look. I've never done an actual ombre lip before, so I am a little scared. So the two colors she picked out were this Kylie Velvet Lipstick in the shade Rosy. Let me give that a little shake. And then this one is the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink in the shade Seductress. So my main color for this lip will be the Kylie Jenner because it is the darker shade of the two. So there's that. And now I'm going to take the Maybelline lipstick and I'm just going to line it in the middle and I'm just going to try to do you know. So I did do my best to try and attempt an ombre lip. I don't think it came out that great. I'm going to keep practicing ombre lips. And for setting spray, she picked the... I forgot to do highlight. I'm an idiot. So before I spray myself with my Maybelline, I'm going to put on my highlighter. She chose the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Blossom Glow. Now I can set my face. And here is your final look. And I do plan to do another one of these videos, or maybe a couple more of these Stranger Picks My Makeup videos, because I love supporting other women in the makeup community. And for the girl who picked up my makeup, I will leave her Instagram and or YouTube channel in the link below. And if you guys want to be a stranger that picks my makeup, please comment, like, subscribe, or go on my Instagram, DM me, comment on one of my pictures, and maybe you guys can be next for another shout out. I will be doing these videos maybe once a week. So the next one I record will be for next week. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment. As always, I will leave my Instagram in the description box below. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!